Last Blood was directed by Adrian Grunberg and is supposedly the final time we'll ever be getting a Rambo movie. On his final mission, John Rambo must put everything on the line as he seeks revenge against a dangerous Mexican gang who have done him wrong. Earlier this week, I reviewed the Rambo movie that kickstarted this entire franchise, First Blood, and now I'm reviewing, apparently, the last Rambo movie ever, Last Blood. I guess it makes sense. First Blood, Last Blood. How creative. I don't want to dive too deep into Rambo Last Blood because there is no reason to. This movie does not have much going on for it besides the blood and gore and Sylvester Stallone's final performance as Rambo. Of course, Sylvester Stallone is great. What else would you expect? He's gonna knock it out of the park, giving his last performance ever as this iconic character that is John Rambo. Sylvester Stallone is probably the best part of this movie, which makes sense because, in my opinion, he was the best part of the first movie too. Sylvester Stallone, the guy is a legend, and this is one of his greatest franchises next to Rocky. He will always be remembered playing this character. After Sylvester Stallone's performance, well, what else is there to talk about with Rambo Last Blood? I guess you can say this movie is pretty entertaining, and there's a lot of mindless action. That's about it. There is not much to Rambo Last Blood. It is basically just an all-out gore fest that has a ton of violent action that you can feast your eyes on. If you can go into this movie knowing beforehand what it is and accept the fact that this film does have problems, you can enjoy it just like myself. It does not have to be a good movie in order for you to be entertained. Throw in Sylvester Stallone as the lead performance and you can get away with seeing this movie in the theaters. I paid money to see this movie and I was satisfied. I didn't mind having to pay $10 to $11 to check out Rambo Last Blood. But this movie does have problems. As the plot began unraveling, the first thing that came to my mind was that Rambo Last Blood is a Taken ripoff. If you pay attention enough, you'll see the similarities between this film and Taken, and that also goes for some other films. There are other movies where Rambo Last Blood definitely felt some inspiration, which then makes this movie feel like a bunch of other films we've seen before combined, most notably though Taken, especially in the first half of this film. Ultimately, because this movie feels like a bunch of other movies we've seen before, Rambo Last Blood is extremely predictable. You know what's gonna happen, and that stinks. I was hoping Rambo Last Blood would knock it out of the park, would be the very best Rambo movie that we've gotten, but no, it was just okay. This movie isn't as bad as some people are saying. I did find myself entertained, and Sylvester Stallone once again is great as John Rambo for the final time. This is by no means a must-see movie, but if you're looking to have some entertainment during this weekend, I would say check out Rambo Last Blood just because of the over-the-top violence and Sylvester Stallone's performance. I'm giving Rambo Last Blood a 60%. This film, being the last Rambo movie we are ever going to get, could have been so much better, but instead we get another simple story, but the kind of simple story that is not going to elevate this movie towards greatness. It just kind of stays in the average zone and it never takes off. It's entertaining, but if they really wanted to make a great finale for the character John Rambo, they could have, but instead they took the easy way out. Alright, if any of you guys have also seen Rambo Last Blood, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are of it. The next movie I will be seeing is Ad Astra starring Brad Pitt. Extremely excited and pumped for that film. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.